For more on this, let's bring in Dante Chinny, national political and data reporter for the Wall Street Journal, and James Hohmann, national political correspondent for the Washington Post and author of the Post's daily 202 newsletter. James, going to start with you. Nancy Pelosi is famous for having said we have to pass this ObamaCare bill before we find out what's in it. Republicans have the opposite problem. They need to put together a plan to replace it before they pass anything, right?
Right, and this is 20% of our economy, John, as we just heard in all those sound bites. This isn't something where you can just flip a switch. There's a lot of things that are in place. There's different systems in place across different states, and there is one of the challenges for Republicans is procedurally it's actually very easy to repeal Obamacare using budget reconciliation. They have the votes to do that, but you don't right now have the votes to come up with the replacement. And so the question is, will Democrats end up working with them? Do Republicans need to work with Democrats to negotiate something? First, of course, Republicans need to agree about what it should look like. What are you going to keep over from Obamacare? Obviously, a lot of things in the law are very popular. Some of the unpopular things are how you pay for it. And so you can get rid of some of the unpopular things and keep the popular things, but that could end up ballooning the deficit. A lot of Republicans care very deeply about not running up the debt.
It was obviously, Dante, a huge campaign issue, and you and your team at the Wall Street Journal did an interesting analysis of some of the numbers. There are, what, 70 or 80 million people in counties who voted for President-elect Trump, but they are taking advantage of, benefiting from Obamacare.
Yeah, what we did is we used data from Gallup over time to look at increases in health insurance coverage. And some of the places, the biggest increases are places that voted for Donald Trump, a lot of rural counties across the Midwest, industrial Midwest. And the question is, look, a lot of these places have benefited. That doesn't necessarily mean they like everything they're getting. They don't like the mandate, a lot of these places. They have problems with it. But the idea that you're just going to drop it and they're not going to have anything, I don't think that's a very appealing option. So it gets the idea of how complicated this is to unwind. This is a big, complicated mess. It's going to take a lot of time to figure this out.